Hello boys and girls, you couldn't keep me away. Yeah, we're going to go back into Evolve. Key differences here is this is Legacy. Now, we're going to have a bit of an art to art in this video. We're going to talk about what, just what my views are on this game and everything about it, quite honestly. Don't know if I'm going to structure everything properly, so it'll be here, there, then everywhere, like all my videos are, but yeah, we're just going to chat about the game as we go through on the back of, the stressful end again to stage 2 videos. So for those of you who don't know, this is Legacy. This is the original version of the game before stage 2 was released. We're gonna just go straight into a evac here because I want to show you this. This is the version of the game that I think it should have always stayed as, quite honestly. It is significantly more polished, and the atmosphere, as you'll see as we go into the game, is a lot more horror focused. It's a lot more real. There's not announcers everywhere telling you every little fucking thing that's going on, and there's no beams above buffs and things like that. It's all very real. It's not going to turn into, a video where I'm just going to keep going on saying, oh, stage 2 is shit and all this, but I'm going to give you the genuine feelings of I'm just trying to think about who to do this with. I think we'll just start with Wraith, honestly. Yeah. What the fuck? These are in Legacy. Oh, fuck it, we're never going back to stage 2. Lovely stuff. Right, we'll run these in Legacy. I did not know that was a thing. Oh shit, I'm playing this as though it is stage 2, hang on. Alright, so this will be a good place to explain this. Right, very disjointed start because I did not know that this was a thing. I did not know that these could even exist in Legacy. So that's a wonderful thing. I don't know if that's been a new addition, because I did not have these skins the last time I played Legacy. So, yeah, we'll be able to see what this looks like in Legacy's more horror-focused environment as well. This is going to look absolutely beautiful, and I'm buzzing. I'm swallowing my tongue in excitement here. Right, so, a key difference as we're going into here. When you start as Monster in this version of the game, you only get 3 points. So you will never start with all 4 of your abilities. So for this, we're going to go everything except Abduct. Now, here is where stage 2, the beginnings of where stage 2 went wrong. Okay, I'm going to talk a bit in depth here, so we're going to just be here a couple of minutes. Skip ahead if you want the gameplay, obviously. There's 9 perks. Why this was ever changed, I will never, ever understand why. There is 9 perks. Each of them provide a flat, quite large bonus towards, specific things like damage reduction, feeding speed, traversals, all that sort of thing, spell range, just the basics, the core. This is all you need. Because what this means is, there is, throughout this game's lifetime, if it was to carry on, there is only 9 perks to balance. Okay? And in stage 2, what is there? There's a fucking perk. There's about 7 perks for each level of, the tiers that you go through when you're picking your perks. So that means there's about easily over 500 different combinations of perks you need to balance in a game for its lifetime. Ridiculous and redundant amounts of work it created, and probably the reason why stage 2 would be horrendously unbalanced. This was just, it didn't need touching, quite honestly, in my opinion. We're going to go traversals because it's Wraith. Yep, and we will just go right in. Very excited to see this skin in Legacy because, yeah, did not know that was a thing. If they have added that in, I do appreciate that. You have lore in gameplay, as you can see. It's not just the hunters explaining it here. This was part of the Evacuation campaign. It was more of like a story mode sort of thing. It could be played multiplayer, this. It's not just a solo thing. Corpses on the ground, you know, because it's more natural. These obviously provide free food. You will notice that feeding speed is very slow, but the speed of the actual game itself is a bit more accustomed to it. So we will get moving down here. What you will probably notice right away is environment detail as well. There is a lot more environmental detail in this version of the game. It looks a lot more natural, honestly. You actually feel like you're on an alien planet. Yeah, doesn't change Wraith's slowness. But yeah, you will see that monsters in this version of the game typically are a little bit faster though, as well. And it doesn't take as much food to evolve. I think this may have been slightly better in Stage 2, honestly, in terms of, you know, how much a monster needs to feed, because it is not a lot at all. It's a little bit more static as well, as you're probably seeing from the attacks there. I can show off Wraith's decoy here, actually. So this is Wraith's decoy in Legacy. The downside to this, and I'm not quite sure why it was considered very overpowered, other than, you know, it provided a bit of escape, but there was always a counterplay to it. I'll wait for it to come back on and then I'll explain. But she can't actually do anything when she's cloaked, because it will uncloak her. So she can't traverse, she can't attack, she can literally just move forward as I am doing now. That was very, you know, underpowered in my opinion, but everybody seemed to just complain that it was overpowered, so that's why it got to the stage it was in Stage 2. You will also notice, once we get to the evolve here, she has a ridiculously long, and as a result fun, abduction range. So we will grab Stage 2 here. Fighting at Stage 1 in this version of the game is almost suicide. In Stage 2 it was, you know, obviously made so that you could fight earlier. Again, because people were complaining that the hunt aspect of the game was boring, even though it was half the fun for me. So, yeah, we'll get into a fight here in a minute. Where did that other one go? Oh, he's there. Never mind, I'm blind. So we'll wait for the hunters to get here. Again, this is against bots, so, you know, it's not 100% great, but you're about to see... No, you're not actually. I wanted to try and showcase a bit of her abduction range here, because this is fucking beautiful. So, if I can get 2 of my traversals back. Again, traversal regen. Probably just do it here, honestly. I can steal somebody from over there, because of the length of it. It is very long, and very in character for her, which means you could literally pull off shit that she does in the trailer. You will also see a little animation there on downs. There's little things like that that amuse me. Activates the neurons. I'll see if I can get it again for you a bit clearer. See, it was very... I wouldn't say it's underpowered, but it's not as powerful as a lot of people seem to think it is, honestly. There's the second life. Please, okay. I do want to try and get this little animation for you. I think it's gorgeous. Every monster has their own unique one. There it is. She impales them and throws them on the ground. Wonderful stuff. As you can probably see, my health is taking a bit of a hit here. You're not as tanky as you are in Stage 2. Creates a dynamic or more skillful play for monster, quite honestly, I think. As you can see, we need to get out of the Stage 2 mindset now. And get the fuck out, because I'm losing a lot of health. But there was just, from my opinion, there was so much better aspects to this version of the game than the absolute shit show we got with Stage 2. Let's get this. It just kind of shows that you don't need ridiculous feeding speed, and you don't need, you know, all the other meta shit to have the game enjoyable, as you'll see as we go through this. It's just, this version of the game was just fun. I can't really paint it any other way, honestly. Yeah, it is a perfect time to show this. Watch the fucking range of this. Daisy got in the way there. She did block that, but that's longer than stage 2's abduct. So when I'm like this, I can't do anything. Damage does interrupt the cloak until that goes. There you go. Try and get the rogue valve out here. There she is, impaled once again. See, that's more of a stage 2 sort of abduct. You will notice that I do a lot more damage as well. Everybody's not a fucking sponge in this version of the game, which is very nice. But it is also balanced because I've not got, you know, you can see by my health I've lost all my armour already. We will decoy there, go around this way. Oh shit, this man's here, didn't notice that. Fuck. Right. So in this version of the game though, domes are timed affairs. They don't go down by what happens in them, it's just a flat duration. So we're going to go and grab stage 3 now. Still need to get out of some of the stage 2 mindsets though, honestly. So we'll go down here. And we will grab stage 2, stage 3 even. So there you go. I'm very happy to see these skins in Legacy as well. Did not know that was a thing, that was a genuine reaction on the camera there. 3 points, so you also get added range when you upgrade abduction in this. Here's where the legacy mindset comes from, because I actually have to feed here. It's not just, you know, all spoon fed to me. I actually have to go and feed up as well to get my armour back. I am going to get this armoured on buff. Wildlife is a bit tankier as well in this version of the game, they don't all go down in one hit. So we shall grab this. And this. Just the environments as well, they look so much fucking nicer. Feels like an actual world, you know. Absolute waste of fucking potential. This looks so fucking nice, I'm just looking at myself here. Can I pull somebody? I got Daisy again, it's fine. Can we get it down at least? A lot of the abilities are not telegraphed as much either. You'll notice that the warp blast doesn't have a big bubble on it. I did actually prefer that in stage 2, I did like that, just for the effect alone, quite honestly. It just did look nicer. So dead. You probably notice a couple of lines from the hunters that aren't in stage 2 as well. When other hunters die, it's a bit more of a horror experience. They do sound concerned. It's not just a case of, oh, I'm dead, I'm respawning in fucking a minute, you know, that sort of shit. They actually sound quite fearful in some of the lines, which is very nice. Adds to the atmosphere as well. Shit, there we go. Let's do that. So we've gone down to the tyrant, that's not good for him. So there's, you may have heard Sonny say we're all invisible there, that's support's ability in Legacy. They don't have shields in this version, they get a cloak, which affects everybody, when they're not being hit obviously. You can actually see her because she's... There we go, that's probably going to be GG for this one. Yep, there you go. a lot more fun, to say the least. It's not just because it's against bots and it's easy, you know. Yeah, this is amazing. Fucking cutscenes are beautiful as well. You get one at the beginning, you get one at the end, to show, you know, the consequences and the rewards of your actions in the maps. It was fun. I'd love to see what this turned into when they actually went into the full story, quite honestly. Because I think it would have been fucking amazing. So we shall move on to the next round. It's a 5-round game, Evacuation, so you'll get 5 different days, as they're referred to. You see how many people have been saved, how many have been killed, you know, just adds to it. The auto balance we'll talk about is for every round you win, as say just take Monster as the example here, every round you win as Monster, you will get weaker in a sense. You won't lose damage, but it will turn into more towards stage 2 where hunters do get tankier. But it's obviously here it's a bit less stressful, quite honestly. But yeah, you'll see as we go anyway. We're going to do a monster a day in this one. Let's do Gorgon for this one. There's my Zolda skin as well. Lovely. I've got all my stage 2 skins. Fucking buzzing. Very little appeal to go back to stage 2 now, quite honestly. I'll just say that straight away. Yeah, we're going to put damage resistance on Gorgon though. Do I want to switch these up? I want to keep them just as they're selected, honestly, but I would like to... The variance on these, sometimes it's a bit strange. Like, sometimes you go against the same team over and over again. But sometimes it does switch up as well. So we've got Markov and Rogue Val again. So this one is weather control. You may be familiar with this one from stage 2. This is one of the maps that is in stage 2. You'll see a couple of differences. For this one we do spawn right in. We've got a little buddy because we saved him from the cage on the last mission. This is the Goliath who is breaking out. You'll notice straight away already, as I say in the last map, far more detailed. Looks a lot more alive. I've no idea why a lot of this was removed, quite honestly, because it did present a lot more to play around, probably. Gorgon in this version of the game, though, as well, is a lot less floaty, as you'll probably see when she's jumping. Get you out. Right, so in this one, we are locating survivors. If we kill 5 of them, we win. So this isn't one that necessarily means hunting the monster, it means saving as many survivors as you can as hunter. That's some reviving them already now. So what I do in this one is we go to stage 2 as quickly as possible. So it's just a lot less glidey and floaty in this version of the game. This man's assisting me in hunting, he's running into me, there we go. So yeah, we'll just go straight for the evolve. They're going to be focused on doing the dropship. Mimic actually has some use in this version of the game as well. As I say, in stage 2 I just think it's fucking useless, quite honestly, because you can actually use it to sneak up on people in this version. As I say, there's no terrain scanner in this version of the game, so it is bots obviously, but they won't be able to, you know, come up with a way to, you know where you are all the time. I mean, they do because they're bots, but you see what I'm saying? Like, there's no, you know, there's no press a button to find out where the monster is every 30 odd seconds, so there's none of that shit here. We are going to get over there. I think they're going to get these 2 through, honestly. To begin with, yep. Yeah, he's going to go through there, so that's fine. Right, I would like to get some strikes just to make this a little bit easier. They are going to be a bit more tanky because we've got auto balance on one. Yeah, I've got a cabot as well, which is a bit nasty. I am hoping that my Goliath friend here will do some damage. There you go. So we've got a strike on the cabot. Let's get over to these survivors. There should only be 2 of these ones, I think. It's a second wave. Yeah, there they are. So we will kill these. Grab that, add to the evolve, get the other one. Puke looks a lot more realistic as well. It's a bit paler and not bright green for some reason, like it is in stage 2. I think we went a little bit too far into clarity, honestly, because yeah. Should try and get this. I missed him. It's nice to actually be doing damage to him, gotta say. There's the slam. There's a lot of survivors here. Don't know where my Goliath friend is at the minute. Or if he's dead. No, he's here. Right. Go after this. Shit, that was a very bad. There we go. That's Abe dead. That's another survivor dead. We'll honestly just grab stage 3 here, I think, because yeah, we're over there at the minute. I actually need to get over there though. So we need to do this as quickly as possible. Give me that. Spit and whip snare. And I'm not too sure who's actually alive at this point. I know they're over there, reviving those. We shall get over there. I don't know where the hunters are at the minute. It's been a bit of a... Oh, there they are. There they are. Let's get some use out of this. Actually does a nice amount of damage there, as you can see, as well. It doesn't just like tickle them like it does in stage 2. Yeah, so we're going to get this one down. We need to kill 2 more, so this is going to be... just need to get 1 more, which is over there, downed now, because they've died to wildlife. As I say, it is bots, obviously, you know, against players, you know, you wouldn't really have this much issues with this. So if we get this guy out, that's going to be a win. That's going to be the end there. I was trying to wait for one of the lines. I'm trying to show you like the horror aspects, because there are some lines that are a bit more real. It's just a lot more believable though, that's my point. So there's going to be plants everywhere now, so fuck knows how the next round's going to go with bots, but yeah. Whole thing's just a big damn fucking shame, quite honestly. Could have been so much more than it is. So there's the auto balance creeping up now, so they are going to get quite tanky. We shall... It's going to be nest, because I want to show off all the modes for you. plants have been watered, so yeah. So this one we shall do Behemoth. Ooh, we've got Jade, Glacial. Plays Glacial in Legacy. Go on then. Yeah, so you'll notice here, Behemoth in Legacy is actually very weak. We're going to go movement speed for this guy, and yeah, we've got a bit of a switch up on the hunters here now. Yeah, he's a lot weaker in this version of the game. He's not got a lot of damage, so it's going to be quite a sponge fest, I think. I hope so anyway, just to show this off. No win streaks. I know it's bots, but you know, can fucking live without them. Right, so for this one, this is eggs. I don't have my Goliath buddy for this one, so we shall have to speed along. You'll notice as well that it doesn't have a bubble in this one, it has little orbs that pop out. So we shall eat this. The playstyle here is very similar to Rescue in that you just go straight for stage 2, because fighting at stage 1, as I say, in this version is very dangerous. There we go. That's going to be stage 2. Nice and quickly. You're now seeing the beautiful weather effects as well in this version of the game. That's because the weather control tower we've just destroyed isn't functioning, so the rain is here. Again, adds to the atmosphere and the life of the game. Something we completely fucking forgot about with stage 2. What I thought anyway was a big portion of this game's experience, quite honestly. Top of the armour here. Go and hatch this egg, because one of them's been destroyed already. This one is a case of killing the hunters, but if they destroy all the eggs or kill all of these Goliaths that hatch from them, we lose. So you are sort of on a time limit. So me and this little man are going to go in now and do some damage. I'll defend you, my boy, as you show me where they are. They're over there. Gonna grab you, just as a little roadside snack. Where is he? There he is, going over there. Taking damage to mammoth birds. What are you doing, sir? They are over here. We're over here. We're going around the back, I would imagine. Yep, they're here. So we could do with interrupting this, which I think we're going to be able to. Shit. Out of my traversals at the minute. This isn't aimable in this version of the game, so wherever you put it initially, it goes. I do prefer that in stage 2, quite honestly. I would like to be able to aim it. Block that off just to make it a little bit harder for them. He walked into that. You'd love to see it. I can't aim it. There we go. You can aim Fisher. There's his slam ability as well. So this might actually be a wipe here, honestly. But as I say, you know, it's bots, so you'll have to forgive some of the games being a little bit short. We do have it is basically 2 monsters here, so Fucking hell. Pulled him into that. This man's running for his life. I'm gonna mow you down, lad. The funny thing about the boulder in this bit, I'll see if I can do it, is it throws them about. So you can, if you get them to hit you on top of the actual boulder and they fucking go into space, it's hilarious. I believe he's here. Yeah. Somewhere around there. Yeah, got him. Squeeze between the tree. Yeah, it's a stage 2 for Behemoth after saying, you know, oh, he's not powerful. He actually isn't. It's just that we had another monster there. So there's now going to be toxic fumes everywhere because we've destroyed a nuclear plant, a fusion plant, so... We will be looking at some pretty strong hunters as well going into this next one, both damage and strength, so it's going to be a hunt game. So we're going to bring out the best boy for this one. It's not going good, is it, lads? Fucking hell. 272. Yeah, so this is going to be day 4. We are going to Wraith Trap. You're going to see a lot more detail in Wraith Trap as well as we go into this. If you do play stage 2 and you watch this video, the next time you play a round of stage 2 on this map, you're gonna fucking think it's bare, quite honestly, because there is a lot of foliage on this map for this one. So here is Goliath. I have actually got these skins now, haven't I? Lovely stuff. Let's do Red Panda. Fuck it. Traversals, and it's a fresh team by the looks of it. So yeah, this map's a lot more detailed. I think it's one of the maps though that didn't really change in terms of structure.
This is Evan Star Lieutenant Fernando Ruiz calling the Lorian. Please come in. We've captured a wraith, but it's attracted another monster. Please help. Our work. We are very close to reproducing the wraith's translocation field. This technology could save thousands.
If you are aware of the game's lore, this turned out to be an immensely bad idea, because that wraith in the tank actually became a phantom wraith eventually, and she gained the ability to teleport to other planets, and in doing so it sent everything to shit, which is why, I don't know if a lot of people have seen it, but if you go on co-op in stage 2, sometimes you can get the Deep Dark, which was in beta when the game went down. That's why that apocalyptic sort of thing takes place on this map, because this is basically where everything went to shit, quite honestly. I will just show you around the map a little bit. So there is a bit of a difference here. There's no ramp here. This is just there's my toxic clouds. But more or less, it is pretty much the same as stage 2, this one. There's not really any major changes. You will notice that this is it looks a lot more jungle-like. Just get over here when we get to the foliage, there it all is. You actually get a use out of the feeding animations in this version of the game as well, because you don't just like swallow things whole. But I mean, seriously. I mean, you know, it's little things like this, but it just looks alive. If you know what I mean? Like, it feels like an actual world. There's wildlife everywhere as well. There's not just like 2 placed there for your convenience, if you know what I mean. We shall just grab stage 2 straight away, I think, because I don't think they're going to be here yet. it feels so much more like a world. It's fucking, I just don't understand. I don't know why we were sat in the office when we were making stage 2, clicked and dragged over all this shit and just click delete. I don't understand, quite honestly. I mean, maybe it's for performance issues that some people were having, I don't know, but it's running perfectly fine here. This is just, I mean, that was removed, I think, in stage 2. There's a tyrant down there. Tyrant is a wildlife that's exclusive to this version of the game because they removed it for some reason. Again, don't know why they removed it, but they did. I think actually, yeah, they did add a building to this area in stage 2, didn't they? Because there's no building here. It's usually like right here, but again, it's like, why? There is nothing wrong with this. I don't know, it's just, it baffles me quite honestly. Alright, let's get into an actual fight instead of just, sounds like they're over there. Yeah. So these guys are going to do a lot of damage and have quite a lot of health. Just going to wait for them to come up that way. Bastards. That actually, yeah, it did, it actually hit. Very bad situation for them to be in. Again, model physicality, did you see that there? I actually threw them all up in the air with my body. If it was stage 2, we would have been pinned to the fucking floor there, weightless, as a fucking 20-foot tall mutant. So yeah, we're gonna get out. See, even there, I lost all my armour there. I had full armour going into that. Luckily it was quite a good exchange for us. But yeah, I mean, look at that, wildlife does a chunk as well. There was a lot more risk in this version of the game. It was like, I don't know if palliative's the right word, but it was you know, understandable. Because this version of the game was a bit more refined, I'd say, honestly. Oh shit, that ran out, I was going to eat that. Yeah. I don't know, I mean, I'm probably just very biased. I just think this version of the game just wipes the fucking floor with stage 2, quite honestly. It's just so much better, in my opinion. We will grab stage 3 here. It's been quite a breezer, this one, because we got lucky there by getting them in a corner. If you've watched my older Legacy videos, I do actually die in some of them. Because there's an actual decent amount of challenge. Yeah, very nice skin this, love the colours. Different run animations in this, you can feel the fucking weight on this big fella. I think they removed that in stage 2, it's just the standard walk animation. It's all little details like that that I pull things on in games because I love this little, I love the attention to detail. Quite honestly, because it just makes the experience better. Wonderful. There's the dome. So again, domes don't actually drop in this version of the game unless the timer runs out on them. There he is, slamming the man down. Naturally, no bias at all, but I think this guy has the best down animation. The sort of pissed off, vengeful grab he does is amazing. So Kyra is very tanky in this version of the game as well, as you're now seeing. This is quite akin to stage 2, but again, you know, she's going down because I am a 30-foot tall monster, and that is what would actually happen. So, but again, look at my health. I mean, you know, we are getting into the danger zone here. Don't actually know how he came back. I'm going to try and eat this. Ooh, oh, I got one chunk. We'd like to get Abe out so we can get rid of these slows. Shit, I missed that. There we go, nice. Again, you know, so it's a sort of different variation on the stage 2 philosophy of quicker fights, because as you can see I've lost a lot of health here. We're actually going to get out, honestly, before this turned into a very bad idea. There's a minute 30 on the respawn timer, so we should be okay, honestly, if we just grab this. Mammoth birds do give you 3 in this version of the game instead of just the usual 2. I might be able to make something work here. I think we're just going to pick away at him, honestly. If I can get Abe out here. Eating behind here. There's Kyra complaining about the situation going sour. You don't hear that in stage 2 too much. Again, atmosphere. I got tickle damage on that. There it is. Some of the quotes the hunters give when they're the last alive are the best ones though. You know, you get characters like Sunny, you know, as soon as everybody dies, you know, you can hear the panic in her voice and all that sort of thing. She's like, I need to hide, that sort of thing, and it's all very nice for me, honestly. It's just such an authentic and nice experience. That's why I have so much passion for the game and why I'm so pissed off with what happened to it when they went over to stage 2. It was such a fucking nice experience in this version. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? As I said at the end of my other video, and it took a sour turn. I don't think the game's getting revived, quite honestly, because they're just, for whatever reason, we got to August, got to 2,000 players in a game that isn't even fucking listed on the Steam store, and we just fucking ignored it. So that sort of told me everything you need to know, quite honestly. It should have been revived then and there, quite honestly. You would have probably made quite a bit of a hefty profit, honestly, because people would have come into the game. There would have been thousands coming into the game and just buying skins on impulse, I think. And you would have made quite a bit of money off that. At the very least, I think it would have broke even for the costs of restoring it. I mean, I don't want to say outright that I think I was one of the driving forces for the revival. I don't think I was, but what I will say, with a video on my channel that's at 1.8 million views for, you know, the stage 2 gameplay, I like to think that in some way I did actually bring a few people to the game, you know. And, you know, if those 1.8 million viewers actually got into the game and started buying things, imagine the fucking profits, do you know what I mean? So, you know, I think you just completely missed the opportunity, honestly. But, you know, I don't do publishing and I don't do, you know, money and all that shit, but, you know, it's what it is, isn't it? What do I want for this guy? I want, I think, damage resistance now, because there's an Emmett as well. Emmett is very good in this version of the game. I think his healing got nerfed in stage 2, so here he's quite fucking tanky. Does still have access to his beacon, so yeah, he will be rezzing people. Kill the Alpha, that is me. The big squid one. Sorry, that was me nearly throwing my drink across the room. This is the finale now, so basically what they have to do is they have to defend the generators and then defend the ship. Because there is a lot of people on that ship, and look at the size of this man. That is fucking adorable. Look at that cutie. Right, let's go. Jesus, did they nerf his size in stage 2? He looks massive for some reason. Right, you will notice though that the camera in this version of the game frame is a bit scuffed. That is one of the welcome changes of Stage 2, I think, for this monster. You are saddled on his back in this version, unfortunately. We are going for the Hank here. I would like to get these turrets out if I can. There we go. Got him down. Shit, my flight is fucking up. Tag Maggie in that. Yep. Unexpectedly dodged the Lennox dive there. Get Maggie down. Get this generator out. Assist the boys. There we go. Ooh, that's going to be a nice lightning strike. I am actually losing health at this point, so I just need to be a little bit careful here. Because in this version, this round, sorry, hunters have unlimited respawns, so they will just keep coming back. Killing them doesn't really do anything. Obviously it does stop them from defending, which is why you should be killing them in this version, but you can't actually permanently kill them. It doesn't end the game when they all die. So yeah, you're now seeing Emmett's tankiness as well at play. He does also have the auto balance on his side though as well, so did manage to sneak the damage through there. This Hank is working overtime. That's a double down there. I am actually going to go back here just because I don't want to lose too much this early on. There is, I know it looks quite, you know, settled, but there is actually a real chance of me dying. Because we're about a third of the way through the game when I'm about a third of my way through my health, so as I say, I have actually died against bots in this game before, this version. You know, I won't shy away from Tony, that's part of the experience, so I think it's fun, quite honestly. If they actually do get me, it's fair enough, fair play. They haven't abused the broken shit that was left when this, you know, when the version of the game they were playing went down. Get rid of that harpoon before it gets me. Absolute detail and sound design on this man. It's fucking wonderful. Really like the blueness on his back, honestly, from this skin. It's a bit more pronounced than the regular version. They've actually destroyed this generator. That was very quick. That's an orbital. You shall stay out of that because that's going to do a lot of fucking damage. Shit, that was a whiff on that. Can't see me range. Again, that was another. I did prefer like the Wraith's blast explosion radius and his bubble on aftershock. I do prefer that, honestly, from stage 2. It just, as I say, it just looks nicer, I think. This man's going to try and hide in the cave. He's going to do it successfully. No, he's not. He is dead, so that didn't go well for him. Here comes the Emmett, trying to sneak on by. We shall pin him. If Maggie wants to pathfind her way over here, I'm not going to be able to do it in time. He's actually healing himself back to life, so we will sit on him. Should probably just get rid of that, I think, yeah. Just get the Emmett out, because that'll give me a strike on him, anyway. There he goes. Use him for some armour. If you can't see that, that is metal robot parts. Another little detail, you know, you're never going to be looking at that, but it's there. Can't say they didn't care. I think they're all dead now. Quite, apart from Daisy. We're going to get rid of these turrets, so my boys can work in peace. Daisy's going to try and stand their ground. There you go. Here they come. No strikes, as I say, because... Oh, actually, yeah. There is no strikes. Interesting. I think when they go back to the ship, they get refreshed on the strikes. Just going to be a bit mindful of my health again. You need to be using your lance, missus. Come on, bots, use your programming. Please get me up, thank you. That's the assault shield, by the way. It's a bit different in this version of the game. It's just a flat out... Seriously? Shit, I'm at half health. See how they are a bit tankier. I think probably this balance is actually what I prefer it to be. So as you can see, I'm actually dying. But it's not. It's also not a steamroll, really. I mean, I am killing them over and over, but they are actually shit. Right, they are actually getting me down, whittling me down. That is a albino there. Again, there's no big beam to tell you I am an albino. There's a little star. That's all you need. Doesn't break immersion. Gonna feed up here. Power source is nearly dead, so we've pretty much won this one. Provided I don't completely butcher this. Just need to be mindful of my armour. We'll get over there. I can hear Lennox firing away. Yep, and there it is. The ship is down. My boys did the work. And there is millions of people dead. Wonderful. You get a cool little outro cutscene as well now, just to show what happens. And there you have it. You can tell there isn't, you know, it's not just me as the monster. There's fucking thousands of us. Yeah, that was part of Evolve's appeal story-wise to me as well. It wasn't a happy ending. Everybody, according to the actual lore that was planned, everybody fucking dies. So, yeah, monsters included though. An unhappy ending for all. You don't see many of those in storytelling. The greatest threat was Goliath during his mission, and the Medal of Honor goes to Markov. I believe what this is how much damage they did in each one. I think. So there was 470 colonists survived. They evacuated. So the people did people did survive. 2,310 of them died though. 18 hunters died, monster damage 186,000, you know. The sea of monsters overwhelmed the dropship, decimating the human presence on Sheer. Stragglers remain with no hope of survival. Without power, the survivors are easily picked off by the horde of monsters. What a lovely end that would have been. Yeah, so thank you for joining me for this. I know it's a bit of a gushy commentary, but I fucking love this version of the game, honestly. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And this would be the version of the game that I would like them to return to, you know, in an ideal world if they were to revive it. But, you know, that's probably not going to happen, quite honestly. The best we can hope for is a relist of Stage 2 sometime in the future. But, as I say, you know, we slept through a fucking nearly 3k player spike. So, take that as you will. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we will start doing legacy content for the foreseeable future. if, you know, a big announcement comes along, I will return to Stage 2, you know, as I always do. But for now, I'm sick of Stage 2, honestly. I'm done with it. And we're just going to play this version of the game. I think we are going to do commentary on these. It is bots, as I say, though. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what my commentary is going to be like. Deep Rock Galactic will continue as well, for those of you who are here for that. We're going to just bounce between these two games, I think, for the foreseeable future until, you know, maybe something else comes along, I don't know. I might actually do a Darkest Dungeon 2 playthrough in February when it comes out, because I'm looking forward to that personally. But yeah, for now, anyway, it's going to be this and Deep Rock Galactic. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you for future videos, hopefully. Bye.